It's Week 5 of the National Football League.
And we'll see the Broncos' speedy running back, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing.
It's the Broncos and the Raiders.
And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Well, we're here with just about the... The Broncos back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again.
Here we go. Reload. Ready.
They run. It's the rookie from UCLA. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running once more with Henry. Room to work at the 35. And he's all the way up to the 41. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready. Go.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Caught, this is Greg Dulcich. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal, and because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
The Broncos and their running back about to get back to work. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Nix off the play action. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Trying down the middle with Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Let's go now. Smash, smash. Ready?
Another run for Henry. Another big rip for him. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Broncos now lead by 10. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. Broncos, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here.
Let's go.
The drive begins with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and given them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
He'll get this to Henry. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ready? Set, go.
To throw, here's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Nix with it on first. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hut, hut.
They'll throw again. Nix. Hits him on the out route.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And inches at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
This is Henry on second. Room to the right. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season.
Come on. Set. Ready?
On first and 10, here's Nix. That's taken in by Henry. Again, he's got room. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. A give right side to Henry. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter.
Go!
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Henry on the catch. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Dumps it off to his running back. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Jack Jones making that tackle.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Completed to Reynolds. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A give to Henry. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a give for Henry. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action with Nix. Completed to his running back. He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. And they get 38 out of the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. The toss now to Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has a big hole left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out.
Ready, set. Come on, set. Ready.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, set, go.
They're going play action. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's gonna get it down to the 18-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Broncos will have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominating in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Set up.
Handoff headed right to Henry. He's off again. Has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. And yet again, he's made a trip to the end zone, his 5th on the ground. And now just one more return visit away from tying that NFL single-game record. Play action on 1st down. Pass complete to Dulcich. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finding Reynolds. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.